Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon. Sound is audible, right? Good afternoon, all of you. Okay, so last class, I think in our WhatsApp group also, we were discussing how to find cross product of two vectors direction wise. So let me just remind you, okay, so if you have two vectors, A cross B, the definition of cross product of two vectors is magnitude of this vector, sine or cos we write, cos we write for dot product. So for cross product, we write sine theta. Okay. So here you cannot stop. If you stop here, then it becomes a scalar quantity. But we want cross product, this vector. Whatever is this vector, you can call this vector C bar if you want. No problem. So whatever is this vector should be a vector. This cross product should be a vector. So to make this a vector, we put a unit vector. Okay. So whenever you multiply magnitude with unit vector, it becomes a vector. And n cap should be in the direction of this vector. So n cap is a unit vector in direction of not a bar, not b bar, a bar cross b. So you have to learn how to find cross product of two vectors direction wise. So I think in last class, in there also I explained. So let me just quickly explain once. So these are the three vectors. Okay, you can see here. Okay. Let me mute. I thought all of you have unmuted yourself. So look here. This is your first vector. This is your second vector, and this is the cross product. So when you go from A bar to B bar, you should get this vector, A cross B. So that is the whole idea. So if I put these two on a table like this should be upwards. It cannot be on the table. Most of you know when you are drawing the diagram, you are drawing like this. So this is the table, A is here, B is here. So it is not very clear which vector is where. You are understanding? I don't know which vectors are on the table, which vector is up, which vector is down. So at least you should try to, I'm 100% sure when you were small, you must have drawn tables, right? So if I try to show, if I ask you to show a table in 3 dimensions, at least you should try to do something like this. And if you put the legs, no, it will be little easier to understand. So once you do like this, then you put two vectors here like this. So these two are on the table. So this is A bar, this is B bar. Then you have to curl your fingers from A bar to B bar. Then this will give you the cross product. And if you can put clouds here with birds flying, more better. Then we will understand it is up. Okay, so don't think east, west, north, south are up. North and south are not up and down. How it is up and down? This is not north. No, this is north. This is north. This is south. This is east. This is west. So you cannot say this is north. When rain comes, it comes from sky. It doesn't come from north side. Of course, in the board like this, if I write here east, here west, here north, here south. Suppose I write like this. Then you have to imagine this board is like this. This board is like this. So where will be clouds? Clouds will be here. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Just put me a thumbs up. I don't want you to be confused about this. It may take time, no problem. So if I say east is here, west is here, north is here, south is here, like that, then your clouds will be here, here, here. Understood? So you have to imagine this board is like this. Okay, students? So that is how you should find cross product of two vectors. Don't worry, later on more examples you will get. And second PU students are understanding very easily magnetism chapter because these things they understood in first PU. Okay. So last class, if you remember, I told we will find today cross product of unit vectors. Just like we found dot product of unit vectors, today we will find cross product of unit vectors. They will tell in exam Stalin, take dot product, they will tell cross product. So you will come to know from the question paper. Is it okay, Stalin? Question paper will tell you, don't worry. Okay. So now look here. I want to discuss cross product of unit vectors. Which unit vectors? I cap, j cap, k cap. Students, today we should finish this chapter. Then today and tomorrow we will solve learning exercise. Then this chapter should be over. Okay. So look here. This is your x, this is your y, and z should be where? Z should be actually here. Okay, it should be like this, x, y, z. Okay, so if this is x, this is y, z should be here. But it is difficult to show here. I cannot show you here. So usually we write this way. So you have to imagine this z-axis is here. Okay, students. Now, what is the unit vector we write along x-axis? I cap. That is historically. Since long back, people are writing like this. So along x-axis, we write unit vector I cap. Here we write j cap. Here we write k cap. So let us try to find now what is cross product of these unit vectors. Dot product we did yesterday. So I cap cross I cap. Let us apply the formula. Magnitude of I cap, sine of angle between this and this. No, when I write a bar here, b bar here, what I write? Sine of angle between a bar and b bar. What is angle between I cap and I cap? What is angle between I cap and I cap? 90 degree. How it is 90 degree? I cap is here. This I cap is also here only. No, I cap and I cap I'm saying. Okay. So I cap and I cap angle will be 0 degree. Now here n cap is there, I know. Remember, n cap should be there because cross product of unit vectors should be also vector. But you know that sine 0 is 0, so it doesn't matter. So last class also I have told you, if two vectors are parallel, cross product will be 0 because cross product contains sine theta. And if two vectors are parallel like this, angle is 0, so sine 0 will be 0. So try to remember this. Whereas in dot product, if you remember, in dot product it was 1. Right? In dot product it was 1 because in dot product cos theta comes. Similarly, what will be j cap cross j cap? Now you can tell easily, right? J cap cross j cap will be 0. K cap cross k cap will be 0. So these three things we know. Now let us ask I cap cross j cap. Okay, I cap cross j cap. Be careful. Magnitude of I cap, magnitude of j cap, sine of, what is angle between I cap and j cap? 90 degree because one is here, one is here. And you cannot stop there. You have to write unit vector. Now that unit vector, what we wrote n cap, should be in the direction of this vector. I cap cross k cap, I cap cross j cap, whatever unit vector we write here, that should be in the direction of this cross product. So let us check where is the direction. I cap is here, j cap is here. I cap cross j cap. So this vector cross this vector. Where is this? What cap is this? I cap cross j cap. What cap is this? I is here, j is here. So if you take cross product of I cap cross j cap, where is the direction? K cap, right? So the unit vector here should be k cap. Understood or not? So what is I cap cross j cap? This is 1 because it is unit vector. This is 1. This is also 1 and this is k cap. So I cap cross j cap is k cap. I will give you one easy way to remember this. Don't worry right now. So right now you just see how it comes. Okay, so the answer is not 1, it is k cap, because it has to be a vector. Cross product of any two vectors must be vector. So I cap cross j cap is k cap. You can check the direction. I cross j. Let us ask j cap cross k cap. J cap cross k cap. Magnitude of this will be 1. Magnitude of this is 1. Angle between these two is 90. So sine 90. Now I have to write unit vector in the direction of this vector. Check where is this. J cap is here. K cap is here. Where is my depth? Yeah. So it is like this, no? So j cap is here. K cap is here. So j cross k, if I do j cross k, I will get this vector. So what is that vector? J cap cross k cap will be I cap. So please remember, j cap cross k cap is I cap. Don't worry, you may be thinking, sir, how to remember all this? Easy way is there. One shortcut way is there. I will explain. But first, you should understand how it comes. No. Now what is left? I cross j we did is k cap. J cap cross k cap we do. Now we will do k cap cross I cap. Can you tell me directly? K is here. Okay. So it is like this. So k is here. So you have to curl your fingers from first vector to second vector. So you will get this vector, right? Everybody understanding or not? K is here, I is here. So k cross I, like this you have to do. This is k. So k cross I, j. So it will be what cap now? J cap. So these three things also you should remember. Now if you are thinking, sir, what about j cap cross I cap? Ulta. No need to do this separately. Already we know a bar cross b bar, what I told is minus b bar cross a bar. How it is 0 spandana? J cross I. So I cross j is here. K, j cross I will be there. No. I cross j is here. J cross I will be there. So it will be opposite to this. Minus k cap. Similarly here, if I ulta this one, k cap cross j cap, it will be minus I cap. Last class I told, no, a bar cross b bar is minus of b bar cross a bar. Because direction wise they are opposite, magnitude wise they are same. This I have told already, right? See, cross product will be 0 when they are parallel. J cap and I cap are not parallel. J cap is here, I cap is here. How they are parallel? So I cross j is along this direction. J cross I will be in that direction, inside the board. Now here what will be ulta if I do? Ulta if I do? Ulta minus j cap. So I have shown you all the possible combinations. All the possible combination. I cross I, J cross J, K cross K. Then I told you I cross J. I cross J is K. J cross I will be ulta minus K. J cross K is I. K cross J is minus I. So all combinations I have told. Now it may not be possible to remember this easily because you have to see this direction first. So I will give you one easy method to remember. First you write writing part is done. Okay. So how to remember this in an easy way? Is try to remember this. Try to remember this. Okay. I here you write, J here you write, K here you write. Now remember, if you go this way, clockwise, you take positive. If you go anti-clockwise, you take negative. So if somebody says I cross J, it will be K. I cross J means this way. So I cross J, K. J cross K, I. K cross I, J. So this way, if you go positive, you take. This way, if they ask J cross I, J cross I, minus K. I cross J, ulta. So I cross J minus J. K cross J, ulta, minus I. So this way you can remember easily. Okay. So this way, if you go, write positive. This way, if you go, write negative. So this is just to help you to remember, no logic, just to remember easily. This is shown. Now, if you remember, after doing this I cap dot I cap is 1, I cap dot J cap is 0. After doing dot product, I taught you how to write A bar dot B bar in the form of components. You remember, right? So there was, what was A bar in components? AX I cap plus AY J cap plus AZ K cap, then dot bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Then when you take dot product, actually 9 terms will be there, but out of 9 terms, I told 6 terms will be 0. So I cap, j cap was 0, dot product. So the final answer, if you remember, was this. Yesterday only we did. So this was the final answer. Okay. So same thing like this we have to do for cross product. If they give you components, how to find cross product? That is the last topic. Last topic. Okay. After that, we will solve learning exercise. So cross product of two vectors, cross product of two vectors in component form. Or in terms of components. In terms of components. So think two vectors are given to you. First vector's component is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and second vector given is bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. So if these two vectors are given with components x, y, z components of a bar, x, y, z components of b bar, then how to write cross product? Now here, when you put this here and then take cross of this, again 9 terms will come. 9 terms. Some of them will be 0. How many terms will be 0? Can you tell? If I write this a bar here, this is your a bar, no? Substitute. How many terms will be 0, do you think? This is your a bar cross. Don't write this part. Yeah. So when I take cross product of this with this, again 9 terms will come. This cross this, 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 this cross this. So out of those 9 terms, how many terms will be 0? 3 terms will be 0. Very good. Why 3 terms will be 0? Because I cross I is 0. I cross J will be K cap. I cross K will be different. We have done that. No, only like. So in cross product, when the unit vectors are same, you know cross product is 0. Just 5 minutes back I have explained. So when you take cross product, this and this cross product will be 0. This and this cross product will be 0. This and this cross product will be 0. But there will be 6 terms. So to write that is very cumbersome. Cumbersome means very lengthy process. So I am not going to do that way. So this part I am going to ask you to try at home. You can see our notes in the in our study material which I have shared with you. I have done it step by step. So you can see this. I will not do it now because it will be very lengthy. Sign mistake, huh? Where? Where sign mistake? Kishan, where is sign mistake? Which sign mistake you are saying? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay. So when you take this cross product, 9 terms will come, 3 terms will be 0. And to write those terms are boring. Anyways, they don't ask derivation for this. They will ask numericals, which I have explained last time also. So last time when I think I was finding angle between two vectors. When I was writing it in components, some of you told so long, sir, it is. But when we did numerical, it was very easy, right? Okay. So instead of writing those 6 terms here, I will show you the actual shortcut to find the cross product. But I want all of you to try writing those 6 terms. But remember, I cross I will be 0, I cross j will be k, I cross k. What was I cross k? This was I j k. No. So I cross k will be minus j. It was ulta, no, ulta. So this way, if you go minus k. So I cross k is minus j. So like that, you write the 6 terms. I will not write because it is unnecessary and quite a lengthy process. But I want all of you to try once. Then how will we find cross product? So the technique that I am going to use, it is not j, it is not j. Most of you are not listening carefully only. I cross k is not j. I cross j, k is minus j. So this way, if you go, it is positive, I told. So if I ask I cross k, you have to go this way. So that is negative. Check your notes. Don't be in a hurry to answer, students. You have to try to answer correctly. It's okay if you do mistakes, but just now I have explained. Now listen carefully. How to find cross product without writing all the terms, all the 6 terms. So the technique that I'm going to explain to you now, no, it is not like that. You have to do it properly, Stalin. You have to write, you have written only, no, that is completely wrong. And how you have written a minus b? A, where is ax, bx, ay, az? All those should come, no? So try to do it. It will take time. So now what we will do is we will try to write this in a simple way. So look here. Stop discussing now. Concentrate. First, you draw these 2 lines like this. Okay. Then you write here I cap, j cap, k cap. Listen carefully because I am going to give you classwork after this. So to find cross product of 2 vectors, draw these 2 lines. Write here I cap, j cap, k cap. Here you write components of a bar, first vector, ax, ay, az. If this is minus, you write minus az. Okay. Similarly, here you write components of b bar, bx, by, bz. Once you do this, you know that cross product of 2 vectors should be a vector only. So since it is vector, it will also have x component, that vector. After taking cross product, it will have y component, and here you have to put minus sign, okay, in order to get that answer. And then finally one more component will be there, plus k component, right? So you have to remember to put minus sign here. Otherwise you will not get that answer, which if you multiply those 9, I told no, you will get 9 terms. So out of 9 terms, 3 terms will be 0. So to get that answer, you have to put minus sign here. Now, listen carefully. To find this component of the cross product, I component, what you do? This I component, this one you forget, this one you forget. Now you see this one. So first you multiply these 2. First, and then you multiply these two. Okay, so AY BZ. Please observe carefully. Once I solve problems, it will be easy. This into this minus this into this. So first you should do this way. This way should be first. Okay. So this into this minus this into this. AZ dy. Okay. Then to find J component, you forget this part. Forget this part. So what will be left? AX, AZ here, BX, BZ. So first multiply this way first. AX, BZ, AX, BZ, BZ minus what will come next? AZ, BX. So AZ, BX. That will be your J component. This is your I component. Now tell me the K component. For K component, you will forget this part. This part. Only look at these four numbers. So first you should multiply this way first. Okay. So AX by minus. Can you tell me the next one? Can you tell me the next one? You will never get 0, Srishti. Look, concentrate here. AX by minus this product. AY BX. So this technique of writing the cross product is much shorter and much easier than multiplying those 9 terms. Out of this 3 will be 0, 6 terms will come, but still I want tonight all of you to aram se multiply one by one. 9 terms will be there. Some of the terms will have I cap cross I cap, that will be 0. J cap cross J cap, that will be 0. K cap cross K cap, that will be 0. And the other terms will have I cap cross J cap, there you write K cap, then J cap cross I cap, something will come. So you remember those 6 results which I gave you. I cross J is K, J cross I is minus K. In the material, if they have written plus here, then this must have interchange. Okay. So in the material, if they write plus here, then you have to interchange this. But I don't want to do that way because it is better to remember to multiply this way first. So multiply this way first, then minus this way. So that I want it to be constant. So let us multiply these two numbers first. This one. Otherwise, no, for this part, you have to multiply this one first. If you want to write plus here. That is why it is better to write minus here and keep multiplying this one first. Okay. No, you use Channa, you have not done substitution and you have not checked also. So you have to find those 9 terms first. Once you find those 9 terms, then you will come to know why it is like this. So to understand why your answer is why we have to do like this, you have to find those 9 terms. Do you want me to do it now? Hey, no, how nonsense? How will you get like that AX, BX and all? That is dot product. That is dot product. How it is cross product? No, derivation they will not ask. Only numericals they will ask. Numericals they will ask. That is dot product, Anna, what you did. I told you to try cross product. Don't get confused. Revise. Study more at evening time. Then you will not be confused. Okay, so shall we do one problem for this? One example for this? One example we will do so that we will understand how to exactly apply this. Again, they will not ask any derivation and all, but numerical they may ask. So let us do it. Okay, do one thing. You people try once. I will today solve and take a picture and send to you. You can check once. Okay. So if you actually multiply this to A bar cross B bar, you will get this actually. Okay. But that way, if you do, it takes a lot of time. That is why best thing is to remember the way I taught. So let us apply this knowledge to solve one problem. First one I will do. Second one you have to try. So let us say question is if A bar equals to 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap and B bar equals to I cap plus 2j cap plus 5k cap. Okay, then find A bar cross B bar. Remember, A bar cross B bar is also a vector. And if it is a vector, it should also come in component form. Matlab X component should be there, Y should be there, Z should be. So let us start. So in exam, how will you do? First, you write this. This is the question. No, A bar cross B bar. So draw these two lines. Listen carefully. Here I cap, here J cap, here K cap. Now write components of A bar. What are the components of A bar? X component is 2. This is 3. And here how much I should write? For A bar, what is the Z component? How it is 1 Spandana? Sujal? This minus is for decoration. It's minus 1, no? It's minus 1. Okay. Now tell me for B bar. Here is 1. Here is 2. Here is 5. Okay, so once you write this component in this form, then you know. First, let us find the I component. So to find the I component, what I should do? This part you have to forget. These two have to multiply first. Okay. So let me write like this. 3 into 5 minus 2 into minus 1. Remember, if minus 1 is there, you have to be careful. So this is your I component. Okay, students? Then minus or plus? Minus, because I want to multiply this way first. Now to find J, for J you have to forget this part. So which one I should multiply first? If you forget this one, what will you get? 2 here, 1 here, minus 1 here, 5 here. Correct now? So which one I should multiply first? This way we are multiplying first, right? So I should multiply 2 into 5 first or 1 into minus 2 and 5. Very good. So 2 and 5. So 2 into 5 minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 and 1. Okay. That is your J cap. Then plus all this should be in one line. Okay. Now for K component. For K component, this way first, remember. 2 into 2 minus 3 into 1. This will be your K component. Let us check how much it is. 15 minus plus 2 ones are 2. So this is the X component of the cross product. Minus 2 5s are 10. Minus plus 1 ones are is 1. This is your J component. Plus 2 2s are 4. Minus 3 ones are 3. Okay. Okay. Then let me rub this one now. So finally, what will be A bar cross B bar? 15 plus 2, 17 I cap minus 11 J cap plus 1 K cap. 1 K cap means simply K cap. So this is your cross product. So this is how we are supposed to do. Now suppose somebody says find the modulus. Find the magnitude of this vector. Array, if you know components, how I have told, whenever you know components of the vector, how to find magnitude? Root over x component square plus y component square plus z component square. This formula you must be knowing, right? So check whatever is this answer. This you do if they ask magnitude of this vector. Magnitude of this vector. But if they ask only cross product, this is where you have to stop. Okay, so let us do one more exercise so that you get used to. Okay, try this. A bar is equals to 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 7k cap. B bar is I cap plus 2k cap. Oh, sorry. This also we can try. Let us try this also. What is there? So find A bar cross B bar. Fine. So let us try to solve this cross product. Try yourself. I will do here, but try to solve yourself. Okay. So how to do it? A bar cross B bar. First, I should draw these two lines. Then here I, J, K. What are the components of A bar? X component is 2. Y component is minus 3. Z component is 7. Next one. What is the X component of B bar? 1. What is the Y component of B bar? No, this is just from my side. Madhavan, this is Pankaj sir side. Okay. Be careful. There is no Y component. Don't write 2 here. This is your Z component. So Y component is 0. Z component is 2. Z component matlab K cap along Z axis. So whenever there is a 0, it will become more easy for you. So this A bar cross B bar will be equal to. First, let us find the I component. So forget this. Minus 3 into 2, minus 6. Minus 7 into 0, 0. This is your I cap. Then minus sign. This will go 2174. 2 2s are 4. Minus 7 1s are 7. Today, now I am writing directly. Okay, I am not writing, for example, minus 3 into 2 like that. Directly, minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. Minus 7 into 0 is 0. For J component, 2 into 2, I am not writing separately. 2 into 2, 4. 7 into 1, 7. Plus K component, matlab this will go 2 into 0, 0, minus 1 into minus 3, minus 3. Be careful, students. This minus is from the formula. This minus is because when you multiply minus 3 and 1, you will get minus 3. Okay. So what is the final result? Minus 6 I cap, 4 minus 7 minus 3 minus 3 minus plus 3 j cap, and this is plus 3 k cap. Minus 6 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 3 k cap. Students, while writing the answer, no need to put cap. You just write small I will understand it is cap only. So will you try one question yourself now? I want to be sure that everybody understood. Or no need. It will be time pass only. Already you have understood why you want to do again and again. So everybody understood or one more? Everybody understood or one more? One more, huh? Okay. So this is last one, okay? We cannot keep doing cross product whole life. Okay. Channa, you are not doing, no answer is giving, you are not giving any answer. Please try. So A bar is I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap. B bar is minus 2 I cap plus 2 j cap minus k. Find A bar cross B bar. Chalo. Try everyone. आराम से, don't do hurry burry, okay? No price will be given. I can't give anything from here. आराम से do, but try to get the correct one. No need to be first or second or like that. Two different answers came. No need to be sorry, Stalin. It's okay. You people are new to this. You are trying. That's it. If everyone is trying, that is enough. No need to be sorry or unhappy about it. Okay, so let me just quickly check once. So 1, 2, 3, x, y, z, minus 2, 2, minus 1. Okay, correct now, minus 2. So I'll do here because it is easier for me to do. So A bar cross B bar. So draw these lines, I cap here, j cap here, k cap here. 1, 2, 3, minus 2, 2, minus 1. Okay. So let us find the x component first. I cap, this you forget. 2 into minus 1, 2 into minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 into 2, 6. I cap. Then minus, don't forget this minus, huh? Remember. Okay. Then j. For j, I should forget this column. 1 into minus 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Minus 2 into 3, minus 6. That is your j component. Now, let me repeat once more. J component 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Then minus sign from formula. 3 into minus 2, minus 6. Then back to plus again. For k, 1 into 2, 2. Minus 2 into minus 2, minus 4. K cap. If you want, you can put here curly brackets. So let us see what is this. Minus 2, minus 6, minus 8, I cap. Now be careful here. Too many minus sign is here. This is what? Minus 1. Minus minus is plus 6. Minus 1 plus 6 plus 5. But there is minus here, no, outside. So minus into plus 5 will be minus 5. And here it will be minus minus is plus 2 plus 4, 6. Let me check. Minus 8 Jivita has written, minus 8 I cap, minus 5 J cap, plus 6 K cap. Okay, so I hope everybody will be able to do this. This comes for around 3 marks. So I don't want any one of you to lose those 3 marks. Okay. Fine. So now the chapter is over. So mathematics, whatever tools are required, that is over. Some learning exercise we will do. But before that, I want to teach you one small technique. Okay. So I hope you remember, if you have a vector A here, if you have a vector A matlab magnitude, then you, if this angle is theta, you can divide this into two components. If this is theta, this is your A cos theta, this is your A sin theta. Understood? No? And this is what we call AX. And this is what we call AY. Similarly, if your vector is here, then you can divide this into, if your x-axis is here, y-axis is here, you can divide this into two components. Once you divide it into two components, you should forget about this. Don't include this also, components also. Last time also I told, either Pankaj sir is there or his components are there. Both cannot be there. No, components also there, Pankaj sir is also there. What? Some cloning is going on or what? So don't think both will be there. So either you consider this vector or you consider components. Now let us say this is theta. Then this will be what? Answer quickly. Cos alone you should not write, but A cos theta. And this will be A sin theta. So adjacent is always A cos theta. Okay. So like this you can do, right? So now, sometimes what they will do, they will give you a series of vectors. They will show you some diagram like this, X here, Y here. They will show one vector is here 5, one vector is here 6, one vector is here, I don't know, 3, one vector is here 2, like that. So these are the magnitudes, 5, 6, 2, 3. 2 should be shorter actually. 2 should be shorter, 6 should be longer. So like, don't write this, just I'm explaining. So like this, they will give you number of vectors and these angles will be given. They will ask you to find the total vector, magnitude of the total vector. So in such cases, if you start using parallelogram law, you will get headache, because first you will add these two vector, then you will add with this vector, then you will add with this vector. That will give you a headache. So the best way to solve is write the steps. Write the steps. Okay. To add various vectors, one of the method is, number one, take x and y components of all the vectors, which is very easily you can find if they give you the angle. Take x and y components of all the vectors. First step is take x and y components of all the vectors. First step. Then find total vector along x separately. Let us call it ax. After getting the total along x-axis, call it ax. That will be easy because one component 5 is here, let's say. Another component 2 is there, here only. If 5 is here, 2 is here, total will be how much? If 5 is here, you should write, that's why I'm giving. 5 is here, 2 is here, then it will be 7. And sometimes it may be like this. 5 is here, 2 is here. Then total will be how much? 5 is here, 2 is here, then 3, like that. So once you take components, it will be very easy to add along x-axis. So find the total vector along x first. Then the total vector component, actually total, let me write properly, students. If I write total vector, you may think something. Then add components along x. Then add components along y. Whatever you get, call it ay. Then the final magnitude will be what? Root over ax square plus ay square. And if they want angle, tan theta. I hope everybody remembers ay by ax. So this will give you the magnitude of the total vector. This will give you the direction of the total vector. Once you find the components. Components of what? Total x component. This is the total x component. Why? Because I told add components along x. That will be your total x component and this is your total y component. Matlab, after adding all the vectors, I am saying this is the total x component and this is the total y component. Then how to find the actual vector? Actual vector will be here or not? So what will be this a? Already I have told you root over ax square plus ay square. In 2 dimension only we are doing. And if this angle is theta, tan theta was what I told. Opposite is ay, opposite side is ay, adjacent side is ax. So these steps you write and we will start solving some learning exercise. I will start with actually this question number 3 in home exercise. Actually, it should have been in learning exercise. Home exercise means actually you should try to do, but actually I will do it, no problem. Okay. Others you try. Up to which one we did, which learning exercise we have to start actually? I think 2.9 we have to start. Check your notes once. It will work for 100 vectors also. It depends on the problem. If they give you 2 vectors only, it may be for 2 marks. If it is having 3 vectors, 4 vectors, this one is just steps for you to understand. This one will not be asked in exam. These are the steps to understand so that you can solve the problems in exam. Polygon law you can use, but polygon law will give you only the diagram. But actually, how will you find the magnitude? The last problem is already over, Kishan. You please call me separately, okay? I have explained in the board also, or you can see the previous video. Okay. How you have not got the answer? I myself did in the board. First, you have to multiply this way, then this way, this way, then this way, this way, then this way. That's it. So try once, or you call me. I will explain again. Anyone who has not found got the answer for the previous one, you can see the video. Ask for the video. Go for that part where I did the solution. Check that solution. Sometimes it happens. I know that you may be trying. That time I have explained, so you may not have seen properly. Okay. So before I start learning exercise 2.9 question number 1, I will do this home exercise actually, which you should do. 2.6 question number 3. Kishan, you just take a picture of your solution, send to me. I will check where you have done mistake. Okay. So the question number 3 is find the resultant matlab total of 3 vectors shown in the figure. So in the figure they have shown this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and you will see there are 3 vectors. Let me draw the vectors for you. First vector is somewhere here. It is 5 meter. Matlab it is displacement vector, which is at 30 degree. Then there is a vector which is 2 meter, which is parallel to x-axis. And there is a vector here which is parallel to y-axis. This is 1 meter only. So 1 meter should be short. Okay. So these are the 3 vectors. So what I told you, first take components of the vector. Okay. So let us check components of this. First vector is this 5. Magnitude is 5. Angle is 30 degree. So this will have 2 components, right? One here, one here. So these are the components. Let me draw this one with red color. So this is the actual vector which they gave. This is the actual vector. After taking components, they have shown here 30 degree. So this will be what? 5 cos 30. This will be your x component, and this will be 5 sin 30. This will be your y component. Now look here. For this vector, do I need to take components? Yes or no? For this vector, 2 meter, do I need to take components? Why no? Because it is along x-axis only. So for this vector, there is no y component. So this vector will have no y component. Similarly, this vector is along parallel to y-axis. So this vector will have which? It will have what component? Will it have x component? It is y component. So will it have x component? Only y, correct. So once we have understood this, so for these two, I don't need to draw this diagram for these two. Second vector, if you want me to show, let me show you here. Second vector is here. For this, I don't have to take components. This is along x-axis only. And for this, it is along y. So this is the diagram of the components. So let us find x component of resultant. X component of resultant. Resultant of all of them. Let us call it Rx. Rx. So what will be the x component? For this vector, what is the x component? 5 cos 30. Only x component. 5 cos 30. This is in the same direction. Same direction means I should add. Plus 2. And this one has no x component, right? Does it have x component? No, because it is along y-axis. So this is the total x component, which will be how much? 5 root 3 by 2 plus 2. So this is your x component in meter. Okay. Now those who have calculator, please multiply 5 root 3. Root 3 is around 1.7. Let me also do it. You also do. Tell how much this will come. Root 3 is 1.732. Okay, so 5 into 1.732 divided by 2 plus 2. So 6.33 I am getting. How it is 8.66? This plus 2. 5 into 1.732 divided by 2, then plus 2. So 6.33. So this will come 6.33 meter. So that is your x component of the resultant vector after adding all the x components of the 3 vectors. Again, I am telling, in the problem, 3 vectors were given. This vector, this vector, this vector. Here, this itself is x component. For this one, this itself is x component. For this, no x component. For this, you have to take x component, y component. First, you have to find x component of resultant by adding all the x components. Here they are in the same direction. This x component and this x component are in same direction. If 5 and 2 are in same direction, what I told, total will be 7. So just add. Now let me find y component. So y component of resultant. Ry, let us call it Ry. What was the y component of this? 5 sin 30. Check the diagram. Y component of this was 5 sin 30. This one has no y component. And this is also along y-axis only, positive y-axis. This is also positive y-axis. This is also positive y-axis. So plus 1. Sin 30 means half. 5 divided by 2, 2.5 plus 1, 3.5 meter. Okay. So once you found x and y components separately, now the magnitude of resultant vector, let us call it R, only magnitude, root over x component square plus y component square. Whenever you know x component and y component, this is how you should write. By the way, in vector form, suppose they ask you to write in MCQ. Suppose they ask you write vector form. Then how will you write in vector form? R bar. What is the x component? 6.33 I cap plus what is the y component? 3.5 j cap. So this is how you will write in vector form, in component form. Okay. But here they want only magnitude. So how to find magnitude if you know components? Root over x component square plus y component square. So root over 6.33 square plus 3.5 square. Use calculator, whatever answer comes, you write here. I will give you one example to practice now. First you write down. Jitesh got 7.23. Okay, others also got. So if many students are getting, then it means correct only. 7.23. But please check with calculator. Okay, others. You can take LCM, whatever way you can get this answer, you can get. If you want to take LCM also, you can take, no problem. Okay. Now, I want all of you to try again one problem. Look here. You must have understood that in order to solve such problems, you need to remember sine 30 how much, cos 30 how much, sine 60 degree how much, cos 60 degree how much. Those things you should remember. Okay. In physics, another two angles are very standard. One is 37 degree and one is 53 degree. So these two also keeps coming in your physics problems. Now, if I ask sine of 37, directly to tell the answer is difficult. So, if these two angles come, then I will show you one easy technique to remember how to find sine of 37, cos of 37, tan of 37 also you can find. Just remember this right angle triangle. Okay, this longer side you assume 5, this shorter side you assume 3, this medium side you assume 4. Okay, then this is 4, so this opposite angle should be bigger than this opposite angle. This will be 90 degree, no? So this is smaller, so this angle should be smaller. This is bigger than 3, so this angle should be bigger than this angle, right? If this side is more, this angle will be more, no? Yes or no, students? So if this is 4, this angle should be bigger. So this angle should, you have to remember to write 53 here and here 37. So if you remember this triangle, it will be easy for you to find sine 37, cos 37 and other things easily. So let us check what will be sine 37. Sine 37, from this triangle you tell opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. Tell me sine 53. Sine 53. Opposite is 4, hypotenuse is 5. Cos 37. Cos 37. Adjacent is 4. Hypotenuse is 5. Sine 37. Sine 37, oh no, sine 37 we did already here. Cos 53. Cos 53. Adjacent is this 3 by 5. So don't write this, just remember this triangle. Then it will be easy to solve problems where there will be 37 degree and 53 degree. You don't have to use scientific calculator. Anyway, scientific calculator is not allowed. You can still find this by using something called log tables, but right now I will not teach you how to use log tables. Later I will explain. So this triangle, you please try to remember, it's very simple. These three numbers are very common. It is also called Pythagorean triplets, right? 3, 4, 5. So opposite to 3, you put the smaller angle. Opposite to 4, you put the bigger angle. And this will be obviously 90 degree. Okay, so try one question now. This is your XY plane. So this vector is 5 meter long and the angle is 37 degree. This vector is 2 meter long parallel to x-axis. And this vector is again 5 meter long at 53 degree. I want magnitude of resultant of the three vectors. So try to do this. I will also do now. So again, first what you should do, find the components of the vectors. So first vector is 5 meter at what angle? 37 degree. So it will have two components because it is at some angle. So one component will be here, one component will be here. This is 37. So this will be 5 cos 37. And this will be 5 sin 37. Right? These are the two components for the first vector. For second vector, no need to take components. This 2 meter itself will be which component? This will be x component or y component? I know you are busy solving, but try to answer x component. If video is lagging, you have to wait for some time, or you can see the old notes. So this will be your x component. Now let us see this one. 5 meter. It is at what angle? 53 degree. So it will also have two components. One here, one here. Okay. So this time the angle is 53. So this will be 5 cos 53. This will be 5 sin 53. So you can see I have taken components of the three vectors. After I have taken components of the three vectors, I will find x component of resultant, Rx. So what will be Rx? This is 5 cos 37 in this direction. This is 2 meter in this direction only. So plus 2, and this is also in this direction. So plus only 5 cos 53. So this is your x component, right? Let us remember the triangle now. If this is 37 degree, this is 53 degree, this side is 3, this side is 4, this side is 5. So if you forget, again you can draw the triangle separately in the rough side, and then you can simplify. What is cos 37? Cos 37, 4 by 5. Adjacent is 4. So here cos 37 I want no. So adjacent is 4, hypotenuse is 5. So 4 by 5. This is one part. Plus 2, plus 5. Cos 53. This is 53. So cos 53 will be adjacent is 3. So it will be 3 by 5. So your x component will be 4, 5, 5 will cancel, plus 2, 5, 5 will cancel 3. So x component is 7, 8, 9. So 9 meter. So x component is coming 9 meter. Okay. Let us find y component. I'm not sure. Okay, Raksha, I have to check. So this is your x component. Now let us now find y component. First you write this one quickly. So this shows the components of the first vector. This one is second vector. No need to take components because it is along x-axis. And this is the components of the third vector. Then you add only the x components. Now sometimes you may have to subtract also. You may have to subtract depending on the direction. For example, if this was here, no students, look here, listen to me, ma. If this vector was here, you have to subtract. Be careful. Let us find y component. So y component of the resultant, let us call it ry. Here y component is up, 5 sine 37. This one has no y component. This one is 5 sine 53. So 5 sine 37 is how much? Sine 37. Sine it is. Opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So 3 by 5 plus 5 into sine 53. Sine 53. Opposite is 4. Opposite by hypotenuse. 5, 5 cancel, 5, 5 cancel. So ry will be 7 meter. Therefore, r will be what? Root over x component square plus y component square. What was your x component, students? I forgot this one. It was 9, no? This was 9, right? Rx was 9, no? Yeah. So 9 square plus y component is 7 square. So root of 81 plus 49. That will be 130. Then you can use your calculator and check what is root of 130. 11.4. Super. So understood how to, now if you remember previously we did one problem where the resultant was 0. You remember or not? Forgot, huh? Where resultant was 0. In that case what I told, 1 will be here, 1 will be here. So this minus this should be 0. That means this should balance this. But in this problem, resultant cannot be 0. How it will be 0? All the x components are this side. All the y components are this side. So none of them will be cancelled. In order to get 0, what should happen? Some component should be here and equal component should be here. Then they will cancel. If this is 5 Newton, this also should be 5 Newton. So here it was not about resultant should be 0. Here it was to find the resultant. Okay. Let us see question number 1 now. Let us continue with question number 1. So I hope this kind of problems you can do. So let us now do properly all the questions in the learning exercise. 2.9, question number 1. A vector A bar makes an angle theta with another vector B bar. So a vector A bar makes an angle theta with another vector B bar. What is the component of A bar along B bar? So component of A bar along B bar. So what you should do, drop a perpendicular. So this is the length of the component. So this is your component of this A bar along this line. and this line is there showed B bar. So this red one is your component of A bar along B bar. Now how to write that is equal to? What is this? If this is A, this is theta, what is this length? Why? This is A. Magnitude is A. What will be this magnitude? This is theta. This is A. What will be this length? A cos theta, right? So it will be A cos theta. But this is only the magnitude. You have to multiply with unit vector in this direction. Now, since this vector is B bar, unit vector in this direction, I can write B cap. So you can put B cap here. So that way, if you write, it will be complete. If you write only A cos theta, that is the magnitude, that is the length of this vector. Now, this vector is in the direction of what they told? B bar. So you have to multiply with unit vector along B bar, which you can write B cap. Okay, A cos theta will give you only the magnitude, students. So if they ask you find the magnitude of the component, magnitude of this, then you can write only A cos theta. But if they say component, then better to mention the unit vector also. And since this component is along B bar, they told. See, they want component of A bar along B bar. So you have to shine light from here, shine light from here. This shadow you have to find. The length of the shadow will be magnitude, which you already know. If hypotenuse is A, adjacent is A cos theta. Then in this direction, there will be some unit vector. Since they have given B bar, it is better to write B cap. Then further also you can write if you want. A cos theta. And this B cap you can write B bar by mod of B. You remember, no? Because B bar can be written as magnitude of B bar times B cap. So using this, you can write this also. Okay, fine. Let us see the next question now. Write quickly. By the way, anybody, will you try to answer this? Tell me A bar dot B cap dot, okay, dot product. Try this one in this diagram. This is not B bar, this is B cap. What was the formula for A bar dot B bar? Magnitude of A bar, magnitude of B bar, cos theta, angle between them. So apply that formula for A bar dot B cap. Array, this is B cap. B cap abig na. B cap. So how it will be B? Magnitude of B cap is not B, no? If it was A bar dot B bar, yes, then I know. AB cos theta. I only taught you. This one we all know. But I am asking separate question. A bar dot B cap. It will be A. What is magnitude of B cap? 1, because it is unit vector. Unit vector's definition you have to remember. Unit vector means it is a vector whose magnitude is 1. So B1 cos theta. So it will be A. That means I can also go further. Further I can go and write A bar dot B cap, because A cos theta is nothing but, see, this is A cos theta. So using this result, because using this result, I can also write A cos theta is A bar dot B cap, B bar by modulus of B. Now, if you say, sir, if I stop here, will I get marks? Full marks you will get. Don't worry if you stop here. But it is nice to see. You can write this one this way. You can write this one this way. Abhigna, you understood? No, you cannot say B here because this is B cap. Abhigna, you understood, right? Huh, correct. Now you only wrote, no, A cos theta. Yeah, it's okay. So this was your question number 1. Let us see now question number 2. A force of 10 Newton acts on a particle along a direction making an angle of 37 degree with the horizontal. So let us call this horizontal. X-axis, let us say horizontal. Then your y-axis will be vertical. And the force is, magnitude is 10 Newton. It makes an angle of 37 degree with horizontal. So you have to draw a vector F, let us call. Why F? Because now they are saying it is force. Yeah, you can write. You can write, Samukh. So this is force vector. Magnitude is given 10. Angle is given 37 degree. What they are asking? Find the component of the force in the horizontal and vertical direction. I hope this is very easy. So this will have one component here, Fx, and this will have one component here, Fy. What is your Fx? F cos theta. Fy, F sin theta. So x component will be F cos theta. F is the magnitude, which is 10, cos 37. Now students, whenever you see 37 and 53, you should be very happy. 37 means this will be 3, this is 4, this is 5. So what will be cos 37? Cos 37, 4 by 5. Adjacent by hypotenuse. 5 2s are 10, 8 Newton. And what will be the y component? F sin theta, right? Directly also you can do because you have learned how to do. F sin theta, 10 sin theta. 10 sin theta will be 10 sin 37. Sin 37 here is opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. Please remember this triangle so that you can do it easily. 6 Newton. So this is the x component, this is the y component. They only asked you to find x component and y component. By the way, check once. If you take root over fx square plus fy square, what you should get? F only. You should get F only. Check once. Check. What is fx? 8. 8 square. Fy 6. 6 square. What will you get? What will you get? 10. And you should get 10 because F is 10, no? So please remember, you can also check whether you got the right answer or not by checking root over fx square plus fy square must be F. Last question for today. Question number 3. The magnitude of the rectangular components of a vector in the xy plane is equal. Magnitude is equal. This is x, this is y. You have a vector somewhere, I don't know where, but they are saying magnitudes are equal. So if I call this vector A, it will have two components, ax, ay. They are saying magnitudes are same. Matlab this length is same as this length. So given ax equal to ay. What they want? What is the angle made by the vector with x-axis? The angle made by the vector with x-axis. This angle they want. Can anybody tell me directly? Yeah, it has to be 45 degree, because what is the formula for tan theta? This tan theta is this opposite side, which is the component along y-axis, right? So this is your AY. Length will be AY only, no? So this is AY, same as this. So formula is AY by AX. In the question they told AX is equal to AY. So AX is equal to AY means wherever there is AX, substitute AY. So you will get tan theta equals to 1. These two will cancel. Because they are equal, so they will cancel. So for which angle it is 145 degree. Try to memorize this result. Whenever x component and y component, you can show here also, you can show here also. So whenever x component and y component are equal, this angle is always 45 degree. I will tell you one funny thing. One of my student was there long back. So he told how we will get one sir like that. He was substituting. When he substituted, no, he did like this. For this AY, he wrote AX. And for this AX, he wrote AY. And then he's saying how it will cancel like that. So I hope that confusion you don't have. But anyways, any kind of question you please ask. If they are equal, you can just cancel them. Thank you for today. Any specific doubt? Kishan, please send me the photo. I will check once. By the way, students, the vectors is completed. The concept part is completed. Learning exercise tomorrow we will finish. Then we will start the physics part. Okay, see you. And start doing the home exercise. Whichever you don't get, share in the group.